So Jay is, how many times have you competed on stage?
I competed over 13 times.
13 times?
Yeah.
Natural?
Yeah, natural, yep.
You do sound editing, music editing. You engineers, everything in studio you do, right?
I do that. That's like my secondary thing I do with sound. My primary job is to do audio for television and film.
Okay.
So I'm the guy holding up the boom pole, or the guy with the big bag in the front chasing talent on reality shows.
Oh, you do the Maury run?
Yeah.
How many times have you had to do that?
Man, let me tell you.
What's the training camp like for that?
Man, you gotta have some wind. You gotta have wind on you. That bag, man, like 70, 80 pounds. Just gotta be ready to break north, man, when they can chase them down. I had to do it a couple times.
Talk shows?
Huh?
Talk shows. So you mostly do reality TV,
just
right?
Reality TV, you know. Things happen, man. Things pop off. You got.
Are you in the splash zone when they start throwing drinks?
No. I try not to be, man. That stuff costs money. That gear costs money. I can't afford to damage my gear or anybody else's gear.
Right. What about NDAs? You got to sign NDAs for the reality TV show stuff, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can get into that. So Benji, you're a model, a rapper, and you work with kids in autism?
I do.
What would you say is the first thing in your slashes?
My 9 to 5 is ABA therapy.
Okay.
So that's working with the kids on the spectrum, adults too. I'm opening a floral arrangement boutique in the municipal market on Edgewood next month.
And skincare too, right?
Yes, I have a skincare line coming too.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought you already started selling some stuff.
No, I traded my own recipe, but then I had to like put my funds into some other things production-wise.
You had to re-up.
I had to re-up.
You had to re-up.
Right. That's what this is. That's what this area is right now.
Okay.
To re-up.
Okay. Are you judging everyone's face every time you see them in public?
No, but I do judge. Oh, wait, what do you mean? Like how they attractive
Your
they
lips
are?
crusty.
Because I'm a model?
No, because of skincare.
Oh, no. No, I'm not like that at all. The only reason I'm into skincare is because one of my brothers started a line, and I'm like, oh, this is a good product, and he introduced me to his wholesale, so I'm like, oh, cool, let me just do it too, you know? And I have my floral arrangement business, so I had been stepping into my entrepreneurship.
Why flowers?
I like flowers.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
My partner would always buy me flowers, and I would like decorate them and put them around the house, and he was like, you should really take this serious and make a career out of it. So I did. Part-time. It made me really good money during the pandemic, so I just kind of continued doing it here and there. But like I have a career too, so I'm trying to balance it all.
Do you mostly do photo shoots or you do runways as well?
I do runways as well.
Okay.
I've done more photo shoots than runway.
Okay.
But I've done both.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the act of being in a fashion show because you get the adrenaline from the crowd and everything.
Okay.
However, you make more money for a photo shoot. You're there for 12 hours. They're paying you $150 per hour. And if you have to take your shirt off, it's an additional $150 per hour. It's just
With a
boring.
shirt off?
Yeah. It's just boring.
You make more than people that do the, I can't do the, porn.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure I do. I don't do porn.
That's crazy. So with you being on stage, I think there's a certain level of confidence that you have to have being on stage for competition. What is your goal body weight, body fat percentage when you get on stage?
3%.
3?
3%.
Wow. I've seen him do a water cut while we were working out, and he looked like he was dying.
I was. But I'm back though.
When you start coming off water, how far out of the show do you have to do it? Like 4 days?
Yeah, 3 to 4 days. You can push 4, but I usually go about 2 to 3 days out.
Was it hot baths?
Hot baths?
Yeah, you know how fighters when they're trying to make weight.
Oh, you're talking about the sauna?
Yeah.
And stuff like that? I may do that if I still have water under the skin, but I'll do it. Possibly I'll try to get in the day of.
I saw your Facebook. I was like, water under the skin.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Well, they want to be as dry as possible when they go on stage, so they show more striations.
Yeah.
There's some supermodels that do that too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So when you do that, what is that for? Is it more so for photo shoots?
What? Not drink water?
Cutting water.
I don't do that. I do a lot of cardio, so if I have a photo shoot coming up, I'll probably go run 5 miles before it, so I sweat everything out anyway.
Okay. What's the craziest reality show you had to cover?
Whew. Crazy, as in people-wise, or crazy just in set
Let's go both. We got time.
I was on, this one, but I think you have to have a certain channel to watch it. It was called America's Top Stud.
America's Top Stud?
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. You have my attention. What happened?
A lot happened. I learned a lot about myself on that shoot. It was cool. The people were cool. But I realized in the end that I'm the one who's confused.
About what?
It's not them, it's me. I was confused about what was going on that particular show. I was confused. I was confused with pronouns,
Okay.
especially, and I was just fucked up.
Did you dead name someone? Did you, you dead name someone? You call it a she, a her, or her, she?
No, the easiest way for me to work around with that is I realized that everybody's last name is going to be the same, so I just called them by last name.
Okay, that's fair.
Clever.
How many times have you had to correct someone on pronouns, or how many times have you had to like educate someone on pronouns?
Often, being a gay man. I've also
I
been
didn't know you was gay.
referred to as like a she by like people, you know, but like trying to be disrespectful. So I'm like, yeah, I'll talk to your manager.
Oh, they'll call you a she
That's not cool.
at the facility, or just out?
No, and like in the real world
Really?
scenarios, yeah. Literally, I was at Verizon Wireless paying my bill, and the guy was giving me a hard time. So he, I don't remember exactly what he had did, but he pissed me off. So I was being a little snappy with him. So then he started to call me a she.
So how'd that get resolved?
I called, I guess 1-800-VERIZON Wireless.
Okay.
And I told them, and then they called the store, and he said, yeah, while I was talking to him, he referred to you as a she as well. He said, I'm extremely sorry that you had to go through this. We're going to credit you this and this and that, and you know.
How many free months did you get?
Like one.
Like one?
yeah,
Or you can tell he mad.
Yeah. Like,
He said, "What enough?"
Right.
It was
That was
like
3
one,
months of
yeah.
complaining.
Right, free is free.
Yeah, free is free. Free is free, and I'm sure he learned his lesson. I didn't see him next time I went in there, so.
Hot question.
What's up?
Do you think more slang that people use on the internet, everyday life, it comes from more so gay black men or women?
Women. I think gay black men get a lot of what we say from women, and we don't acknowledge them. We don't like tell them that. We just be like, oh, we created it, but period, it came from a woman.
Okay.
You know, like
That's why you asked the questions. I didn't know.
yeah, that's how I feel. I don't think a lot of my community would agree with that, but
I've heard different opinions. Yeah.
But I keep it real, and I analyze behaviors like for a living. So
Yeah.
I pay attention to shit. So you know, like
You can say shit.
yeah.
I don't think we're going to have too many people offended. All right, so I want to get into some of your music.
Okay.
What's the most controversial lyric that you've had?
Come out of my mouth?
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about fucking a pastor.
Why you look around?
Because I'm not supposed to be cussing. The most.
I
one
said
that
the F word myself. I'm sorry.
That's the one I got the most like feedback from. I think
From who?
the last time I did a podcast, he was like that stood out to him, and did it really happen? And he wanted to know about it. So. Wow.
Were you just being artistic, or was that a real life experience?
Real life experience. There's been several pastors that have tried to like.
Why pastors in particular?
I don't know.
Christian Mingle?
No. I think it's not just pastors. There's been doctors, lawyers, all that. But I think the one that catches me the most is like.
I feel like the women want to know, like,
You got a whole
where you meeting all these guys?
Oh, they slide in my DMs. My
Oh.
DMs look crazy. Like if I can show y'all be like, what? I show my brother. He.
I don't think I'll get
Kinda
surprised at
hilarious.
anything at this point.
It's like you can't put anything past anybody.
Yeah, you said in a couple songs that about you being financed because you make your own money, and you mentioned gay for pay. Is that something that's big in the community? Is it normalized?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like. I know a lot of sex workers, and I didn't know them until like I started to only surround myself with gay men, then I realized 4 out of 5 of my friends are sex workers. This is crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
So they just started confessing it, or you just saw the lifestyle?
They don't hide it.
Wow.
They don't hide that.
Even if they're, what about if they're code switching, or if they're like having it, or like they're mask, or they just open again?
I don't have
Oh, you don't?
I don't have no gay guy friends that are like masculine. I
Okay.
guess I do, but they don't. I guess the way they handle it is just different than like a trans woman would.
I thought you could say that.
Tranny?
Why? Yeah.
You're not supposed to. It's a derogatory term. I got in trouble by my sister for saying it once.
Because you have a trans sister, right?
Well, she's not my real sister, but yeah.
Gotcha. If he a trick, milk him, sis.
I like tricks. That's my favorite cereal.
Scott's good. He's an artist. All right, so do you think it interferes with you maintaining regular relationships?
What, my music?
I said, like, dealing with, I guess, someone that tricks versus someone that you actually have interest in.
Not kind of, because I date older men. So typically these older guys come into my life and they're thinking like, I need their help with things or I need them to do this, and I don't. I just am attracted to older men. So.
Oh, you like salt and pepper? Not that old?
Not that older. Maybe if it's still selling it. But I know like 30-year-olds with salt and pepper, so.
What's worse? Somebody that has no manners or someone that overshares?
I think it's ill-mannered to overshare. So probably someone with no manners, though.
Oversharing.
Why that?
It depends on who the person is. You know, you could be trying to holler at somebody, and they go to telling you their back history and all that stuff. You be like, I'm good. It's a certain degree that you want them at, or a certain place you want them at before you actually try to pursue them, and they start talking about stuff. You like, your ass is dirty. You don't wash your drawers, your flow need to be swept. You don't wash your hands.
Yeah,
That's funny. That's funny.
No, you're absolutely right. I agree with that.
Speaking of, what's worse, a person that doesn't drink water or a person that doesn't eat vegetables?
Water.
Says the man that cuts water out of his life. So,
Hey, it's only temporary though.
so he can show the vein in his
water
forehead.
now. I'm drinking water now. Now what?
What say you?
I agree, water.
Water?
Yeah,
You know people that only drink juice?
yes. And I know people who don't eat vegetables too, and I think it's the weirdest thing.
Do they proclaim that they do it on purpose, or is this their lifestyle?
I feel like it's attention-seeking behavior.
Really?
Yeah, because my friend, she'd be like, okay, so another friend had brought an apple. She didn't eat fruits or vegetables. So another friend brought an apple into her apartment, and she was like, oh, no apples in my apartment.
You serious?
So serious. She made him.
This was a joke question.
She made him eat it out. She made him eat it outside.
Wow.
The apple, the green apple.
Really? She sounds very interesting.
This is the same sister who had a problem with me using tranny.
What's worse, a person that saves alcohol bottles or uses the top of the refrigerator for storage?
Oh man.
Someone feels judged.
I say alcohol bottles.
What purpose do they serve after you finish them?
But I got a guy though. I met a guy who actually repurposed those alcohol bottles and turns them into candles.
Okay, so then
Okay.
cool.
He repurposes them, but just for them to be sitting in your house, where you just go to the
He has
store
a
and get a
Hennessy
new bottle.
candle.
Yeah, he got a Hennessy candle.
I do not want to smell a Hennessy candle.
Me either. I don't even like to smell the Hennessy no
Maybe
more.
like a bourbon cinnamony something in the autumn time might work.
Does he sell them?
Yeah, he sell them.
Send me a link. I want
Okay.
to judge.
I got to get it.
What's worse, women driving at night or man feet? I love when I get that reaction. Women driving at night or man feet?
Man feet.
I like the seriousness in your forehead as you pondered the
feet.
answer.
Women driving at night?
Well, let me guess, the person that don't like apples?
No, I would. She's not a cisgender woman, so I wouldn't consider her like a woman.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I kind of do feel like, no offense, women are not as good drivers as men.
Are you looking around?
Because there's women here.
Yeah. Well, I'll get a cuss out later. Right, let's keep it with driving. What's worse, somebody turning down the radio to see or somebody with crusty lips?
Crusty lips.
You have all the ad-libs.
Crusty lips, dog.
Crusty lips.
Crusty lips.
Crusty
Mine
lips.
about dry now, too.
You
I don't get them crusty, though. I'm drink this water.
Drink the water. What say you?
Crusty lips.
Crusty lips.
Yeah. Because I turned down to see too.
I ain't want to admit that.
What's worse, crying babies or annoying adults?
Crying babies, especially on the plane.
Their ears are popping.
Don't matter. You trying to sleep because you done partied hard on your way back to the crib.
I cannot sleep on planes.
Bruh.
I can. That's my favorite
Yeah?
place to sleep. Yeah.
Oh, I cannot sleep on a plane.
Man, I be in that joke knocked out.
Till little
that baby
Timmy
start
and
crying.
3C. Till
Ring
Timmy
on
and
that
3C.
joker.
I'm going to say annoying adults because you know better. Or you
That's
should
because
know
you
better.
went to Verizon. That's why.
Yeah.
Fresh out of
You
Verizon.
should have knew better, bro. Like,
I offend some people with this one. Prenups or child support?
Probably child support
Why is that?
because people are in and out of work all the time and they don't like being broke.
say prenups are worse.
Why?
Because I look at marriage as something that's very sacred, and like if you are going into this commitment with this person, you guys should like be able to just agree, you know, and not have to sign paperwork. And
But wait, though.
I think
When it goes bad, though, you're not dealing with a person that you agree with anymore.
this is true, but like I think child support is great. I feel like if you are paying child support, it's a necessity for your child, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I would never think that it
What
was.
about how much child support, percentage-wise? How much is too much?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know.
Have you ever done nefarious things on dating apps?
No, you go. You've been going first.
No, I came to you for a
time.
reason first.
Go for it. You was like, I
No,
don't know
because he know where I'm talking. He know where I'm going with it.
I don't know what nefarious means. I really.
Have you ever sold candles on
A dating app?
Yeah, candles.
I ain't sold nothing on a dating app.
Items. What about you?
I've never sold anything on a dating app, but
You use the app to meet clients?
the only thing that I've done on a dating app was like catfish.
How you catfish? What's your method? Use somebody else's pictures?
Yes.
Or are you trying to catch somebody cheating?
No.
Who are you trying to catfish?
Why are you looking at me? I don't know you. It's like you trying to catfish me.
That's funny.
I plead the fifth. No.
Said again, you plead the fifth?
No, I won't even hold you. When I was younger, I would use like women's pictures to get pictures of guys.
Oh. That's a finesse.
It worked.
Diabolical. Speaking of women, why do you think women love gay besties?
I think it's because they can be themselves and not have to worry about, oh, this person's going to be like thinking that, oh, I love her, I want to be with her. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
And they don't expect anything sexual or that
Go ahead.
from them.
I agree, but I also to go back to the selling things on apps, I did used to sell ecstasy on apps.
I thought you was moving a white girl.
No, I've never sold cocaine.
Okay.
Never have I ever sold cocaine.
Well, I got to listen to your music again. Okay, you said women feel more comfortable around the gay bestie, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think gay men can get a little too handsy with the?
Absolutely.
Why is that?
I think, from my perspective, I've never had sex with a woman. So the curiosity is still there. So sometimes I might want to, like, you know, touch things.
You got the girls out?
Huh?
When she got the girls out?
Yeah, you know, but like,
I feel a question coming. Ask the question.
I'm about to. I'm about to get it right in my head, right?
Oh,
you know.
okay. Are you running through the filter?
yeah.
Yeah. Right. I'm
Before-
dumbing it down. So, being a gay man, you still have some type of sexual attraction to a woman. Is the question. Now, what you just said was.
It's hard to say.
Right,
It's hard
right.
to say. Because, okay, I will, like, I think often.
Or I won't say attraction, I'll say curiosity.
I'm going to keep it a buck with
Yeah,
y'all.
go ahead.
I think, and I'm doing this for us, I do oftentimes think, like, if I was to try and get intimate with this woman, would my penis get hard?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Have you danced with a woman?
Yes. I've had girlfriends.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah. I've gotten to pretty far with girls, just never penetration.
Thank you for coming out. I thought that was a good interview. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man, I'll do it again.
We can get you on the house show. It's more late show ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.